Heyo everybody and welcome back to DRG. Today we are doing a viewer build by Pixel Winner. They asked me to do a Drak build with rewiring with this specific mod setup and Bolt Shark with this setup. The Trifork Volley is definitely one of the bog standard Triforks that I've seen, and then the rewiring mod is something wacky, which is what I would say. It works for them, so maybe it can work for me, but definitely I would take Hot Feet. Hot Feet is probably the linchpin to rewiring because your slower overheat recovery means Hot Feet works more, and that means you're moving faster when you don't have a primary weapon to shoot. Of course, you could just switch to your secondary or your grapple or your light if you really want, or hold out a grenade and you're still moving fast as hell, man. But this is like the linchpin in this entire build is for rewiring, and then Plasma Splash is like okay, and the rest of it is we'll see how it performs, is what I will say. So I will see you down on the planet. Alright, so I have picked a... what is that, a 300 Morkite mission? We are not playing with mission content revise, we're playing with Vaughn's randomized rooms or Vaughn's custom rooms. So this should be a little bit weirder, even though that I kind of... do I recognize this room? It's not a usual room, that's for sure. It really looks weird a little bit. But anyway, this should be kind of fine. I'm hoping to get this mission over with pretty quickly so I can change up the build a little bit to see if it works better for me. But it is if it works perfectly fine, then I don't think I have to do another one. I've just been enjoying playing with... God, that's such a fast projectile speed. That's insane. I don't play with T13 all too often, mostly because I value rate of fire. I can just lead my shots or get closer to the bug, and so I don't play with T13 very often, the projectile speed upgrade for Drak. So I don't actually know if it's a massive change to the speed, and apparently it just, like, that's insanely quick. That is, I can see why people enjoy that, and why people, like, say that is a 100% necessity to take. Another reason not to take, what is it, the manual heat dump is it's like a little corner in the back of my head that I have to count my shots now in order to get optimal overheats. But also, it means that I overheat, like, I don't overheat as quickly as what I was going to say. I said, because I forgot what the hell I was saying. It's also just been nice not playing with MCR and actually getting to play with the Shadow mod a lot, because I haven't been playing with the Shadow mod a lot. Alright, so this is going to be the proof in the pudding. Of course, I don't need a lot of... okay. Oh, that's not good. That is insanely not good. You can fire that gun for so long, dude. What the hell is this? I mean, of course it doesn't do that much damage, but, like, you can fire it for a long time. I don't know if I'm being necessarily optimal about it. God, that guard is taking damage, dude. I don't know if I'm being, like, necessarily optimal about it, about overheating, because I know that you could just press the R button and get some of it back, which I think is what you should be doing. So maybe I should be hitting the R button a lot during this build instead of letting it, like, fully overheat. The other problem with rewiring module is I don't actually know how much ammo I have spent just because of how rewiring module works. Also, you know what? I'm just gonna, like, shoot him with that twice. I think I actually missed the second one, which is kind of insane. I'm sorry for actually approaching the Praetorian, alright? I am very sorry for doing that. The optimal amount of shots that you need to make in order to, like, optimize your rewiring is, I think, 32, which I am... Excuse me, can I talk about something? Why is there so many Praetorians? Like, can I help all of you? I don't want to approach because they're gonna absolutely, like, murder the hell out of me. I'm not appreciating all these Praetorians, and I'm also not appreciating that, but this should be fine. I should just be able to... Doesn't one-shot a Hazard 5 Pitjaw solo. That's kind of funny. There's 2 of them, actually. I don't know if this is a good use for... Oh, it does, if you just have to hit the weak point. That is a very flat room. Dude, what am I gonna do about... Hey, Bosco, can you actually just shoot this guy? So, Trifork Volley actually gets a lot better when you start talking or considering the fact... I have to switch off of that. I couldn't actually full send it. There's 2 of them. Luckily, there is now 0 of them. Oh, I'm so glad that Bosco has... That's a little bit awful. How many of these do I have left? Probably, you know... Not having hot feet really does change how I play with this gun. It also changes how I think about the swarm. I can't be there. I need to get here. Okay. This is a little bit more thought than I was thinking, because I have to, like, actually look at the heat meter and just overheat. And also, these hallways are absolutely awful. Do I have Berserk back yet? I do not. This... As soon as I get Berserk back, this whole wave's dead, right? I actually overheated. I did not mean to actually overheat. I meant to hit the button. Yeah, this is a little bit more food for thought than I really enjoy and buy. Well, that's not good. Okay, well, we now finally have our... I just stood there and took that. Dude, I don't know what else to say. Alright, we finally have Berserk and IFGs, so we should toss it right here and just start going to town. We need to be careful for literally all the slashers that are coming, but that was a good Berserk. That was a fantastic Berserk. I'm not too sure if it got rid of a lot of the swarm. I mean, we could find out if it got rid of a bunch of the swarm. Simply because we're scout and we can, like, walk past it. Well, you know, there's definitely things that we could be doing better. And that is, wondering why there's still a lot of bugs. It's almost like I don't do a lot of damage. It's almost like that. How many bugs can I kill in a single wave? Probably about 2. You know what I will say about this? I still have ammo. Like, I've used half of my ammo, maybe, and I've been firing this a lot. Also, it's very good at killing swarmers. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, this is the time whenever you hit the R button, since you only have 15 seconds to actually deal with all the bugs that are fighting you. And this means we get full value out of it. Did we actually kill all the bugs and now there's only a Praetorian and an Oppressor left? I mean, the Praetorian and the Oppressor are going to be a part of my life for a long time. Let's just say that. But yeah, we did actually kill all the bugs. And we only used all of our ammo. And most of our... actually, we used entirely all of this. And surprisingly, we still have quite a decent amount of the other one left, the rewiring left. I mean, that's just the power of rewiring, to be perfectly honest, is, hey man, you like having 1,000 ammo, but not actually 1,000 ammo? I'm a ammo mod in the weirdest way possible, which is good for it. Why is there... Oh, there's a pit jaw down there. I hear a wave coming in. That is a lot of grunts. Like, a surprising amount of grunts. I certainly don't know what I'm doing with all these grunts. I'm trying not to get hit by the slasher that's behind me. But I think I think this is going fantastically. We do have an available 3 IFGs, because I was going to grab a... I need to get over here. I did just take some damage to do that, but I think that's fine. Give me a moment, dude. I was about to say what I was going to say. We do have 3 IFGs for free during this swarm, because... Thank you, Molly. I was going to get 2 resupplies anyway, and that doesn't change the fact. Also, there is now a bunch of swarmers coming after me. Surprisingly, this build is fantastic at dealing with swarmers. Who could have guessed that Plasma Splash can do that? It, however, is not great for actually dealing damage to bugs. I think if Plasma Splash actually had a bigger AoE radius than, I think, 1 meter AoE, Plasma Splash would genuinely be an option to take. If it was like a 2 meter AoE of 6 damage per shot, I think a lot of people would be more interested in taking it. But because it is just 1 meter AoE, not a lot of people want to take it. And also, it, you know, it's 5 damage. Like, who cares about 5 damage? That is, in my mind, one of the worst swarms possible to get. I have no idea how I'm going to be dealing with all these grunts. I think the answer is... I'm going to IFG things. I'm going to try and lead them all over here. They're going to want to do a lot of different things. I can't see where the... Yeah, just do that. Thank you, Molly. I'm so glad that you can... That was not Molly. Is just start building some artwork with this thing, because that is another power that most people don't actually consider about shock things. What is it? Taser bolt. You're not dead. Okay, well, do we use Berserk here, or do we use Berserk later in the swarm when we are... I didn't actually overheat. I thought I had the overheat. When he says, hey, the swarm's cooling down, I think that's whenever I want to use Berserk. I think I still have one more there, and then there, and then there. I am using a lot of taser bolts just to, like, solve my issues with all of those. I don't really need to use all those taser bolts to solve that. But I have a vision, and my vision might be clouded. Okay, now we can start using some taser bolts. Surprisingly, we still have so much fucking ammo. Or, we can now use Berserk. Alright. There goes that guy. Alright, we are free. If I didn't have Berserk, I would be standing here for a lot longer for this swarm. But luckily, I do have Berserk, so it's not that bad. That's some of our swarm clear solved, because we do have swarm clear. It just takes a long time to do, and also it's not very good at dealing with guards, because guards like to hide their face, and we don't actually have, like, any way to hit them in the face, and, you know, we deal, what, 12 damage when we hit them in the face? Anyway, that's a good 3 resupplies down for being, I don't know, 15 minutes into the mission. Just scout things, really. I really wish that Pit Jaws, you could see how much HP they had before they, like, dig away. Because I wish I could actually tell if it was a damaged Pit Jaw or not. That's what I was trying to do that entire time, is just get insanely close to that guy. Interesting conundrum. What are we doing about that? I think what we're doing about that is going to be that. And just hoping that all the bugs just walk in there and die. Surprisingly, Taser Bolts has been the solution for a lot of problems that this build has. Maybe it's just me that I need to get over my don't use Taser Bolts all too often and only use it to enable Trifork Volley. Because we have Bosco. We don't need Taser Bolts to enable Trifork Volley. We have Bosco for that. That's a freaking pit jaw. How am I going to deal with that pit jaw? I think I'm going to wait for a power attack, and I'm just going to overheat here. And then power attack. He got away with 1 HP. God bless. And also there's a helmet on this mission, apparently. Well, that wasn't good. I accidentally dropped into this... You're not getting... Get away. That is like 7 pit jaws that have actually gotten away. Not the best track record for taking care of pit jaws, because I don't know about you, but having a 7 pit jaws that are all at low HP doesn't sound fantastic for my well-being, really. Another place where Hot Feet would have been great. I mean, we have a grapple, so doesn't really matter. I don't know why I place so much emphasis on Hot Feet being very good, because Scout does have a grapple option, which means all of the things that like Battle Frenzy and all of that, where it's like gain movement speed on doing X action, are significantly worse, because you could just, pull out like this one. Who cares about this? I could just pull out my grapple. But it is still a fantastic option because, you don't always want to switch to your secondary. Of course, on Bolt Shark and all that, you absolutely do. I am surprised that actually one-shot him. I'm just gonna see if that kills him. I don't know how I dodged that. There's a second one? Yeah, there is a second one. What an interesting creature. That did actually hit him. We're starting to get into shit territory, because there's a lot of creatures that I need dead, now, and I don't really have an option to deal with them now. No, the best case. What is this overclock that I'm talking about? This Trifork Volley. Give it blow-through rounds, because that would be fantastic. Alright, let's make some art. Let's make some fantastic art spectacles, dude. There you go. And then you guys can also have that. Good job, Mactera. You managed to tag me. Surprised that Slasher got to tag me as well, but I'm just bad at it. Alright, we have one more of these Taser Bolts left. I think we just, tag that guy, ping him, and then run away, and then go get a resupply. That is an option that I have as Scout, is walking away and just getting a resupply. Now, I do need to be careful about literally 7 pit jaws that I let loose into this map, so I have no idea where they could be. It's going to be funny if I get grabbed by a 1 HP pit jaw, because I think they're all at 1 HP, or at least very close, where a power attack will kill every single one of them. Yeah, I call that good. I hate Molly so, or excuse me, not Molly. Yeah, I hate Molly so much. It pushed me into the wave. I know that it was my own problem. Can I help you all? Okay. I know it was my own problem for walking into the webs, but was not my problem to be shoved into the Mactera and make me question my life real quick. I don't like how many pit jaw holes there are. That's a massive pit jaw hole. I'm not actually too sure if that is a pit jaw hole, or if that is just a, a weird hole in the ground because there can be a hole in the ground. Well, great. Now there's 8 pit jaws somewhere in the mission. I don't even know if that guy had HP or not. I'm just going to assume he did because that's the worst option for me. Hey, look, a pit jaw. 1 pit jaw down. Horrifying? I don't know what I'm doing with that. There is a pit jaw, or not a pit jaw, that guy. Bosco was blocked. You go away. I think I just completely missed that guy. Well, I definitely missed that tri-jaw. Or not that tri-jaw, that stingtail. Alright, well, at least we can try again. Never mind, we can't try again. Just shoot him. For dear God, just shoot him. Because at this point, I need him dead yesterday. I don't know how I didn't take damage there, besides, like, getting grabbed by the Stingtail 16 damage attack. That was kind of insane. Hey, look, the video that's going out today is done. What a fantastic thing to be done. Oh, wonderful. I think I should call down a resupply just for this swarm. Because I'm going to definitely be using a lot of ammo. How many? 5. I have 5 of both? That's a little bit of a weird one. How do you get 5 of Trifork Volley? That's a bit of an odd conundrum. Well, hey, guess what? You thought I was gonna shoot you with Trifork Volley. That is an interesting lie. Alright, do that. I need to place the second one down. Because he's gonna die and take his thing with him. How do you, like, dodge? Okay, you know what? That's not... Do we just have 1 left? I don't want to be here anymore. Toss that over there. Hopefully all the bugs walk into it. Hopefully the acid spitters that are on the roof don't actually, like, understand that I'm alive and that I can be shot for cheap. Well, one of them figured that out. Dude, hot feet, please. Is this a place where I've been? I hope and pray it's a place that I've been. Does Bosco have freeze rockets? He does. Probably not the best to use a freeze rocket right there, but it is certainly a thing that... Dude, that guy stopped existing. Like, literally just shot him with Trifork Volley, and he just popped out. Literally stepped outside and said, I don't get to be alive anymore. Hey, yeah, you've been messing with me this entire time. Can you go away? Like, seriously, man. You're annoying, Menace. Alright, well, that went well. Surprisingly well. Thank God that we have, I didn't even reload that. Or, excuse me, well, technically it's a reload. Do I need to shoot you? The answer is no. I need to shoot that guy. Now he's finally freaking dead. Thank God. There's a pitch on a wall. Excuse me, can I help you? Why are you in a wall, brother? Well, I guess I should meet this before it actually, like, crosses the threshold of I can't... I have decided I should just start power attacking. Oh. I don't know where that's, the blah 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 blah. Yeah, speak fire, dude. Absolutely. I was trying to say acid spitter, but I got lost and I need to dodge the acid spitter real quick. Because, of course there's an acid spitter. Where is he? Just take damage, who cares? Well, that's not good. I was hoping to get to the next room before we have a swarm. Apparently, that's not the case. We're going to get a swarm right now. I'm not too sure if this is the best plan to go into the next room while there is a swarm happening. Especially since they just spawned behind me, didn't they? Yeah, they absolutely did. I don't think anything spawns below me thus far. There is a Stingtail. It is a significant nerf to Trifork Volley for not having shock on my primary. Yeah, I will shoot Molly. She is a bug, alright? Keep that one in mind. So, I can't immediately, like, switch to Trifork Volley and have it ready to go. Or have the damage bonus be ready. I have to set it up first, which is definitely a problem that Trifork Volley does have. Please don't deal damage to me, thank you. Don't pull me back, you fucking dick bag. Oh, I should really just ping all of those guys to die, shouldn't I? Alright, well, there is now an IFG here. I don't know if this is a good option or a bad option. Well, the Stingtail's here. Honey, the Stingtail's here. It's definitely working. There's a Praetorian now. I don't know if it's working anymore. There's a third Stingtail. There's a fourth Stingtail. I'm sorry, I'm looking for Stingtails, dude. I cannot pay attention to you shooting at me with acid. Alright, there's Stingtails trying to get me. Make some art, please, so that I can just try and dodge them. Alright, there's no way you can dodge all the Stingtails. It is actually impossible. Get out of here. Oh my god, that was annoying. Alright, Warden, time for your daily dose of you're dead. He was surprisingly not dead to the Triforks in his face. He died to the shock of the taser bolt. That is absolutely insane. Yeah, and also it's a lot harder to kill menaces when I have to have Bosco shoot them or shoot a taser bolt. I guess I'll just shoot a taser bolt at it since Bosco's a little bit slow. So it's just gonna last forever, dude. I hate menaces. I hate menaces without instant burst damage, on builds without instant burst damage. Or, like, good long-range options. Because this build doesn't have good long-range options. Because I'm not entirely too sure what projectile speed is doing on this build, other than making the gun feel nice, because I'm shooting at close-range bugs because I can't kill them in time for them to, like, for the range to actually matter. It's mostly just, like, for acid spitters on the roof and web spitters on the roof, but you really don't want to be shooting a plasma splash weapon at those creatures because those are single target. I don't know. This build's definitely a weird one. Also, we have the final room, and it's a room I recognize. Like, genuinely, I recognize this room. Do I have the mixed option on, or what? No, I just have Vaughn's room. What is this room doing here? Excuse me, I thought I was about to get grabbed by a Pitjaw, and I was going to be slightly livid. Like, this is the platform room, right? Yeah, it has, like, a platform up here. Yeah, I recognize this room. This is not a... I guess some templates are still, like, in the game, even though that I am removed, I think, 95% of them. Who knows? It's a weird template to exist still, that's for sure. Not one that I like this template, to be perfectly honest with you. It's one of the better templates to exist. Also, we finally found our last Pitjaw that took damage. What a wonderful time. Alright, we have one more wave to go, and then we are getting the hell out of here. I don't really know. I'm just trying to get on the other side of this so I don't have to deal with that Pitjaw. But I think the solution for the Pitjaw is to... There's two of them. That changes things. I did not throw the IFG in time. I didn't power attack in time. That was a whole lot of I've done bad. I misplayed that entire situation. But doesn't really matter. Also, I accidentally popped Berserker right there. Not a great one. Alright, well, let's get the hell out of here. I don't want to stay in this mission for very long, I don't think these guys are going to actually do anything to me to stop me from just taking 2 resupplies and leaving. The Oppressor might. I failed to get... Oh my god, I failed to get the secondary objective. Molly, please. Okay, we got that. Now we just need 1 more gunk seed. Pardon me, dude. I need this gunk seed. Alright, Bosco's got the other gunk seed. We get to go. There's a fucking pit jaw there. Why are you there, dude? Why is that there? What's going on? Why is there 1 Ener Pearl next to you? What's going on? Alright, well, I'll see you on the next mission. It'll be a short mining mission, that's for sure, because I'm going to make 2 changes to the build to see if that will make the build better, in my opinion. Alright, so I am going to make 2 changes to this build, and it's very simply changing it to Hot Feet and changing it to Overcharge PCF. The Hot Feet is fairly obvious. It's because whenever I'm overheated, I want to be moving faster so that I can dodge bugs and, you know, move through swarms better without having to equip my grapple. And then the Overcharge PCF is because I can spray into the bugs, just indiscriminately, like, sweep my gaze over a bunch of bugs, and I have a 15% chance to do 336 damage to a bug that gets affected by a shock effect. That kills a basic grunt, which means I can just start spraying indiscriminately, and also it helps with slashers and guards that I need to kill right now, because I will be shooting them in the face. It also helps with Trifork Volley, now that I don't need Bosco to set it up, or Taser Bolts, I just need Plasma Carbine to do that. I think Plasma Splash is okay, but you can probably do better. Like, the 136 damage is going to do a lot more damage over the course of the mission than Plasma Splash will, because it's also costing you damage from hitting weak points and stuff, but that's besides the point. We're going to go into a short Morkite mining mission, and it'll be a good time, right? It also provides some CC when you shoot a bug, because the Plasma Splash doesn't have any CC associated with it, other than shooting a guard and it now moves slower and whatever. It provides some CC because of the shock effect, so it may feel like you're not being swarmed as much whenever you do go to overheat. Some bugs will stay shocked, and at least your gun is doing damage while it is overheated with shock effect, with the 15% chance to shock. It might be a 20% chance to shock, I don't remember. I don't remember which way it's bugged. If it says 15% or if it's actually a 20% chance, or if it says 20% chance and it's actually 15. I don't remember, and I don't know if it ever got fixed. I don't know if the UI is just still messed up. It's also, you know, the most taken mod choice in that tier for very obvious reasons. Like, the only other case for Plasma Splash is Impact Deflection. You just take it on Impact Deflection. And then Armor Break, like, you take it on OPA, maybe? Alright, let's send him somewhere. Okay, we're going back to the start. Actually, we're going right here. Does he, like... Yeah, he makes... What the hell is going on over here, brother? I thought I heard a bunch of bugs making stuff, dude. This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck quite a lot. Alright, it's time to suck, dude. It's time to shoot a bunch of scarabs. Wouldn't Plasma Splash be good here? Probably. Plasma Splash would probably be very good here. Do I think it matters? No? What the fuck is this, dude? Bosco, please. Bosco, please. Dear God, Bosco, please. We just live? Holy shit, we live that? Somehow we live? Somehow Voldemort returned? Okay! Well, I don't recommend ever being in that situation, but hey, man. Apparently being in that situation doesn't mean guaranteed death. It just means you're taking like 1 billion damage in this mission. Can the Stingtail... Sorry, but I'm kind of flabbergasted at the fact that that guy didn't, like, just die straight up. Oh, good, there's a... I think it's time to make an art decoration. Hopefully that kills a bunch of bugs. I don't actually know if it's gonna kill a bunch of bugs. There's a Praetorian coming that way. Oh my golly gee willikers, are we having... Can we stop with the fucking... the stupid fucking Stingtails? Dude, it is not okay. He's still alive? That Stingtail? I'm so boned. We live these. Oh, cunt bags. If only I overheated and then we would have had hot feet during that entire time. If only that happened, dude. Jesus Christ, dude. Get out of here. The Stingtail's here. Honey, the Stingtail's here. Just kill him, please. Don't stop it. Just die, Stingtail. I know that you want to. Just die, please. Okay, you know what? Armor break? I'm sorry I shit on you. I'm sorry, dude. Okay? I understand what you mean to me. You mean damage is what you mean to me. Alright, get out of here. Oh my god, dude. That was... We didn't even get the Osium yet. We still have to go grab that stuff. Oh my god. What a combination into the most horrid events possible, dude. The Osium raid, making a bunch of scarabs and I have to deal with all of them. Then just a wave of Macteros spawning behind me, and then combo that into the swarm. Awful. And I hear a bunch of bugs. And also, for my gifts, for my efforts, I get 2 fucking Osium, dude! Oh my god, what the worst event of all time. It tricks me into taking so much extra time and actually puts the mission in a significant amount of risk because now I have to go into the next rooms with very little nitra and very little ammo. Will it matter? Fuck knows! Who knows, dude? Plasma Splash would be good here. Hey, you wanna know what's also good here? Literally just doing this. Like, you can't stop me from doing this. It doesn't take that much ammo to just shoot the freaking guys in the face. Plasma Splash is good here. I have 50 billion ammo. Shooting them is a good idea. Oh, lordy Lou. Well, at least the things are fine now. It doesn't matter that I spent so much ammo trying to get to this point. We are fine. I wonder what other Drak overclocks can do that. I mean, you know, thermal exhaust vectoring can probably just literally kill everything before it even matters, so, you know, whatever. I just don't know if it would have a significant, like, ammo supply afterwards. Because we still have a lot of ammo on our weapon. Also, I can just do this and just overheat, and then that's the wrong gun. There you go. That's not good. I don't know if that was the correct play. Is to make an art installation real quick. But it was certainly a fun play, so I actually do... Where did you come from, buddy? Just literally appeared behind me. I have hot feet and everything, and you're just like, Omae Shindairu. Like, what the fuck are you doing over there, brother? I don't know where all the swarmers are, dude. I'm just, like, literally firing in a line. Also, we have a swarm, dude. At least... we have an open room to fight in, and wherever that thing is, there it is, it will die here soon. Should I spend a cryo rocket on it, though? That is the... I mean, I think the answer is yes. Spending a cryo rocket on it to, like, get rid of it is a good decision, especially since the swarmer... Okay, put on your listening ears, everybody. Guess what I just heard? I heard a stalker. Where's the stalker, buddy? I mean, I see him. Right there. I thought I had Triport, to be perfectly honest with you. I've lost him, actually. I still have lost him. Where the hell did he go? I'm leaving. I don't want to be in that room with that stalker. He's definitely somewhere in that room. I, however, am not in that room, so I think I win. Now, do I really win? Just make an art installation, dude. This is easiest art installation. Thank you, Swarmer. Oh my god. Easiest art installation of my life. Thank you, Molly, for appearing at the literal worst possible moment in your life. There is so many Swarmers on the ground. That's a good one. Alright, well, I'll kill most of the Swarmers, so I don't have to deal with them. Molly, why do you... I really wish there was a button, like an MCR, to just make Molly sit down and just not get back up until you call for her again. I have a feeling. Did I actually get the Stalker? Well, another Stingtail. What a funny time it is to be here. Do we have septic spreaders on this mission? Because it'd be really funny if we did. Because then we would have all three of the annoying new bugs in my eyes. Also, I think it is a... just get out of here. I think it is a 15% chance since it hasn't been proccing all too much. Oh well. How to make me wish for Plasma Splash. Add in, you know, 30 Swarmers to the waves, and I will about, like... I hate Swarmers. Swarmers, the second you badmouth Plasma Splash, you're just like, hey, you wanna know what would be good right now? Plasma Splash. You know what you don't have? Plasma Splash. God, sometimes this game is just a freaking troll. Oh no, that's coming from right there. Oh. I don't believe there's a wave actually coming for me. You know what? I don't believe in Big Pharma's lies. Can I help all... I have an idea. It's called that. It's called assuming that this can help me in any way possible. Dodge this... Dude, Berserker is gonna go crazy once I die. Because of all the things biting me. You know what? Wrong weapon. Also wrong weapon. Hey, you wanna know what I just found out about IFGs? It makes a Trifork a lot worse whenever you take magnetic shabs. It really does. Luckily, that's not a problem. I have a resupply. Just like toss things onto the ground and just pretend they work. Can I help this ledge that I'm trying to walk up? It's just backing up over the ledge. Hey, you know what would be good here? Plasma Splash. You know what I'm really like starting to work through? I think what made this build good, also apparently fuck Bosco for some reason, what made this build good is just clicking the hot feet button. It's not like overcharged PCF that's doing anything, or like Plasma Splash that's doing anything. They're both kind of like the same, whatever. I think it's literally just take Hot Feet and now Rewiring is a good overclock. That is really what I'm starting to understand about playing with Rewiring a bunch. I do wish a lot more ammo overclocks were as interesting as Rewiring. And, you know, Rewiring's whole mechanic is, hey, gain infinite ammo, essentially. It's not actually infinite, but, like, it's damn near close. I wonder how, if you just shoot to overheat, how many shots you actually have with this weapon. I am interested to find out how many. It takes like 40 shots and you regen 30. So 500 times 30 or some bullshit. Who knows? All right, that is above my pay grade in math. So I'm just simply not going to do that. That is, of course, if you always choose to overheat as well. You can also not overheat and decide just to spend ammo willy-nilly, completely ignoring the whole point of the overclock. That's something that you could do, I guess. Like, I understand that I did just stare at a bunch of bugs for whatever reason, and it was kind of funny to just, like, turn around and see all these Mactera, like, wander into frame. It is not the correct play, but it is such the funny thing to do. Also, we are now done with the... Could we possibly not do that? I don't know where I came from, and I'm just hoping it's this way. Because I don't know if this is... This seems like the correct way to go. Do you want to, like, not do that? Like, I'm not too sure if this is what you guys all want to do. Also, I'm just finding out that taser bolts are absolutely insane. Like, that's another thing that I'm finding out. Can I fucking help you, dude? You're so fast! Oh my god, I'm in danger. Hi, Praetorian. Like, ignore me getting some red sugar, please. Oh my god. Do we have Berserk so I can just take care of this entire swarm? Like, for basically free? You did not get shocked, and you also almost slapped me. What a fantastic time to be alive. I didn't overheat. There you go. Now I overheated. Everything... Is that a warden? All sins have been erased. I need to go a little bit further back so I can toss a IFG, like, here. And now, like, hopefully all the bugs die. Something that I'm also finding out a lot about IFG is that bugs actually path away from the IFG, which is not very good for when you want to be playing around the IFG, but it is perfectly fine. Hello, everybody. Can I... Yeah, you. I didn't overheat. Stingtails nerf this overclock, surprisingly, just because I want to grapple away from getting grabbed. Of course, it is literally on me for getting grabbed. I don't know where that Stingtail is. Hey, Bosco, can you do me a favor and shoot him once? Thank you. Thank you for doing that. That arrow is spinning around at the speed of sound, dude. What a great time. Anyway, that's the mission done. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think literally just take Hot Feet and you make Rewiring fantastic. So, lesson learned on me. I'm sorry for taking Plasma Splash. Or, excuse me, Shock, or whatever the hell it's called. Listen, man, I am so boggled, I don't even know what's happening.